I want to talk in this video about things that you can do to get your hair back on track and get to the point where you can prevent or you can stop your hair from going through certain crises. Welcome to another video. Welcome to the Bajo channel. This is the home of self-care, beauty, wellness, and any and everything that'll help you to become the most empowered version of you. The last video we spoke about reasons why your hair could be going through these different crises that you can't really seem to get a hold on. I want to talk in this video about things that you can do to get your hair back on track and get to the point where you can prevent or you can stop your hair from going through certain crises. Because sometimes your hair go through things and sometimes it's years before you could get it back functioning the way you need it to. And I'm going to help you and give you a few reasons today as to how you could do that. One way that you can start getting your hair back on track and kind of stop it from going through the crisis or the rabbit hole that it's going in is to identify that root cause. I spoke before about stopping and just trying to do a inventory check of your life. See what's going on. Check your stress levels. Look at your diet. See what's triggering major areas of stress in your life. Like literally, if you have to take a pencil and paper, don't be afraid of writing. A pencil and paper is still one of the greatest tools to kind of make you see and make your mind see what's going on in your life. You have to be able to identify what is going on. If you don't know what's happening, you can't change what's happening. So that's one, identify the root cause. Number two is start a strengthening protein enriching treatment for your hair, like a routine. I'm not saying to get this particular thing or that particular thing. I'm saying create a routine, meaning you have a certain system and a certain days that you shampoo and condition your hair. You have certain days that you may moisturize. You need a whole system. You need a whole regimen. I think what I'm going to do, right, just in having this conversation right now, I think I'm going to create a baseline hair care regimen for you to follow. Something so baseline and just rudimentary that you can pick and pull from it and kind of adjust it to your lifestyle, because every regimen cannot be the same because everybody has different hair. But I'm going to create a guideline, a baseline of certain things that you need to address, certain, areas that you at least need to have going on in your hair care regimen to even begin to get it back on track. Another thing we need to do is prioritize our scalp care. I've heard a lot of things online and different people, they talk about it's not good to do certain things to your scalp. Like I read something recently where they feel like when you put oil or grease on your scalp, it's clogging up your pores and it's doing this and third. Listen, I don't know what studies they've done or what the research is coming back as, but I know in my 30 plus years experience in the beauty industry, certain hair textures need to have oil on their scalp. They need it. They need it. They need it. I've seen it. I've witnessed it. Some hair textures do not need that. Hair cannot take it. It's too much. That is why I say to you that every hair texture, you have different needs, just like your body. Your body needs something different from my body. I may need this, you might need that. And you have to pay attention so that you can kind of customize what it is that you need. Be very strategic. Another thing that you could do to kind of course correct this crisis that your hair is going through, eliminate using these heating tools or styles that require so much tension. Like, you gotta pull back from everything. Like, I know for myself, right? I go through different hairstyles all the time. And some hairstyles, I don't want any extra hair in there. I just want my own hair. I might use my color, and that's it. I'm pulling back from certain things, like, especially if you're a person that wears braids or weaves and stuff like that all the time. Sometimes you need to come to a base style where you don't have to do that. Sometimes I understand your hair is in a condition that you just can't do that. But try to do it as minimally as possible. Whatever you have to do to kind of lessen that load of stress and tension and chemicals and heat to your hair, do that. Sometimes I know it's hard, but you got to figure out a way to make it happen, right? Last but not least, to kind of pull your hair back on track is to focus on your internal health and your internal wellness. You cannot neglect what's going on inside of your body and you want healthy hair. It does not work like that. It don't work like that. You have to pay attention to what's going on inside of your body to fix anything that's outside of your body. And that statement is layered, but I'm just gonna stick right here to the context of this conversation in terms of our hair and bringing it back on track. You got so much going on inside of your body, but you want your hair to agree, but things is off balance. It's not right on the inside. So that takes very intentional and dedicated commitment to figuring out what's going on with you. You know, this conversation is about hair care, but without me digressing too much, I want to say that when you look at your hair, it's just a telltale sign of some greater things that may be going on in your body, in your life. Your health, your well-being is connected to your hair care. Your hair care and your hair and how it functions sometimes is simply just a sign, right? It's just a sign to let you know that things are not going well with your hair and with your body and with your life. That's just like a tip of the iceberg, a tip. I appreciate how our hair speaks to us because it gives you early warning signs of other things that might be out of whack. It could just be simply you're not getting enough rest. It could be simply you're not drinking enough water. It could be simple things. But the point of what I'm saying is to pay attention to it, though, so you can know that something is awry. You can pay attention to it. So our hair is not just on our head for our beauty and our, vainness or whatever the case may be, but it speaks to us and it gives us signs of what's going on. Just pay attention. Pay attention to your hair. Pay attention, because you can get it back in order. You really can. I thank you for listening. This is the Bajo channel, home of self-care, beauty, wellness, and any and everything that'll help you to become the most empowered version of you. Again, remember that self-care is the best care. Later.